the reel-to-reel picture show. And now here's our host, Pat Fuller.
Our show offers you something that no other shopping show has to offer. Let me say that one more time.
You wanted to give your prizes here and that you were here for that great cause of anti-bullying. And there's no way that I can stand here and take all of that from you.
Hello everybody, welcome to a special Instant Induction here on Game Show Garbage. I am Robert Seidelman. Family Feud is a great show and it's been on the air since 1976, mainly now in reruns on GSN with Steve Harvey. But is also enjoying a great syndicated run right now with Steve Harvey. Their current success can be attributed right now to a change in Nielsen rating schematics and also great moments that they put on YouTube with Steve Harvey. So, with that viral success, they decided to put together a tournament of YouTube personalities for their Buzzer channel. What we got is the worst bastardization of a format since Card Sharks 2001. I am, of course, talking about YouTube Family Feud. Be warned, this is really bad. The show is produced by Fremantle on their Buzzer YouTube channel. No, I'm not talking about the good type of Buzzer, aka Buzzer Blog. I'm talking about this Buzzer. I don't know if it's a marketing ploy to appeal to the youth and their internet savvy, but it gets really annoying really fast to just drop a vowel in order to make something sound hip and give the finger to proper grammar. It comes off like a crappy Fall Out Boy song. Well, even crappier than usual.
What's going on, everyone, and welcome to Family Feud. I am your host, Josh Leva, aka Yo Muscle Boy on YouTube. I hope you guys are ready for a great game.
The show is hosted by Josh Leva, aka Yo Muscle Boy. I have not seen any of his videos, mainly because I have better uses of my YouTube time. But if he's as big of a douche as he comes off here, then I'm not missing much. He comes off as he hasn't even watched an episode of Family Feud. He's fake, comes off as trying way too hard to be hip, and should just stick to being another YouTube quote-unquote celeb. Also of note, in order to hype up his hosting on YouTube Family Feud, the producers saw fit to put him in the same league as the legends of Family Feud in Dawson, Combs, O'Hurley, and Harvey by bestowing him a proper place in the timeline. I don't know why they did that, but they did. Then we have The Set, which is cheaper than most college-based productions and looks worse than the parodies you'd see on Saturday Night Live. The buzzers are two big touch lights painted red to look like buzzers, the monitors are the cheapest thing, and the rest is cheap plywood painted to look like a set. I wouldn't be harping that much on the set of an internet game show, but I need to iterate. This is a Fremantle production. It's not like they are a fly-by-night operation. They have enough money to come up with a better set, or better yet, why not reuse some of the props from the John O'Hurley set? Surely they have the podiums in a warehouse somewhere. And while we're talking about the production, the videos are edited to hell. You'll notice jump cuts and other sloppy editing decisions that make this production Bush League. Remember, this is a production done by Fremantle Media, a multi-million-dollar corporation that puts on some of the best game show productions out there. They are footing the bill for this, and there is no excuse for a show to look as bad as this one does. If they wanted to look like a bad YouTube parody, they succeeded. So far, not off to the greatest of starts. But who knows? Maybe the contestants are better.
The knick-knack paddywhack. What does the survey say?
Is it just me or did Fremantle go out of the way to pick the most annoying YouTube personalities possible? To quote noted philosopher Harry Hill while reviewing Hole in the Wall,
yeah, you got a wall without a hole.
Then we get to the format. On the surface, it plays like Family Feud should. 100 people surveyed, top 5 answers on the board, you get the idea from there. However, it all falls apart. 2 teams of 3 with annoying names have to figure out what the survey said. However, the little nuances of the game are thrown out in the window in favor of annoyance. And to possibly make it under 10 minutes because of some fake reason of short attention spans for YouTube users. Here's the short list. There are only 2 strikes in each question instead of 3, there are only 2 regular rounds, and I have 2 brain cells left after listening to these douchewads as contestants. Another thing that gets me is how little each full survey is worth. Normal few questions are worth anywhere from around 60 to 100, depending on how early the game is, if it's the triple question, or if by round 3 one team has a 160 to 0 lead. On this show, the max is about 40 for each of the 2 rounds. I would have more to say about this, but my brain is dying. Let's just get to the end. And the end is fast money. Now you're asking yourselves, how bad did they fuck this up? Pretty bad. Instead of Fast Money being a bonus game, they made it round 3, forcing us to spend more time with all 7 wastes of molecular tissue. Fast Money has the Jersey Shore reject reading off the questions and hamming it up for the camera, and the contestants struggle to answer the 4 questions in 20 seconds. Unlike the actual Fast Money, where the contestants have to get a set amount to win the $20,000, the points scored off these questions are added to the front game scores, and the team with the highest score is the winner and moves on to the tournament, where in the finals the grand prize of $2,500 is awarded. The losers are thankfully shooed away to their YouTube channels, never to grace us ever again. Or at least that's the hope. The show is fucking terrible. The format is awful, the production values are worse, especially with the flimsy set and the really choppy editing. The contestants are annoying, and that host is a douche who only knows 3 things about being a host. Nothing, absolutely nothing, and fucking nothing. I hope this endeavor fails for Fremantle so they can stick to making good shows like The Price is Right, Family Feud, and maybe that What's My Line revival that is in the works gets on the air in 2015. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this was a real pain in the ass to sit through, even though it is 8 minutes long. And after watching both episodes that I have seen on YouTube, it's led me to the conclusion that this is worse than Philly Feud with King Douchebag himself, Mike Mistinelli. Well, that's gonna do it for me. I'm Robert Seidelman. See you next time.
You